This was just kind of a perfect storm tonight. They hit shots. You guys are on an emotional back-to-back. One of those nights.
I mean, it was certainly one of those nights. All credit to them. They played outstanding. We could never really get them in containment. And they did make a lot of shots, but they just had a lot of comfort in that. I don't think we were ever able to really establish ourselves defensively, which is what we've been doing. They shot 60% from the field, 55 from three, and they only go to the line 15 times, which shows we didn't play with much physicality, and we need to do that. We at halftime we were disappointed. Our inability to get back and get set was just lacking. So.
He's had up and down relationship with back-to-backs so far in his career. This one was not obviously one of his better ones.
Yeah.
Notice anything about him or?
I mean, certainly, I would say for sure his first 2 years, he's really struggled in the second night of a back-to-back. Last year, I thought he had figured it out. He played really well. Tonight was not a good night for him. I don't know if it's just an outlier or some other reason for it, but I'm not overreacting to it. So.
With the way you guys play defense and kind of sustaining the level that you're at throughout the first 10 games here, how important is it to either have guys be healthy, maintain energy level, just because of the level of physicality and
athleticism that you need to play defense at that kind of level?
It's of course always important. We're not unhealthy right now. So yeah. So I think it was just we just lacked the desire to get into the ball and make it uncomfortable for them tonight. That's been what we've really done a good job with, and then shutting down the paint. And they were living in our paint early in the game, and then. Then by the time we were able to shore up our paint, they had enough comfort in the game to be able to rise up and make shots. Even guys who, who are contested or guys who are, more of their marginal shooters were getting clean looks. So,
One of the bright spots, Carl continued his really strong offensive play of late.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of game did you see him have tonight? Or maybe
it was good, but he was good. Of course, he had a matchup. They had a hard time with his size and his ability to get to the rim. But we only had 18 assists. That's inexcusable for us. So we got to be able to move the ball, and we just struggled to find a rhythm on offense. So.
Everything you just said, other than the loss, what aspect are you most disappointed with?
Pardon? What am I most disappointed with? Yeah, just kind of we didn't answer the bell very well. Just a little flat, and then when we did find moments here and there, we couldn't sustain it. So.
One of those moments was maybe that little bench surge early in the fourth there. Was it encouraging at least to see guys like Troy? You mentioned him before.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Shake maybe get going a little bit.
Yeah. It was good. I thought Troy played well yesterday. He played well again today. So he's starting to grab our attention. But that unit finally got some stops. That's really what was key. They finally got some stops and were able to get out and get some. Generate some decent offense on the back of that.
Any other questions?
Yeah. Yes.
Coach, I do want to ask you, the Suns weren't full strength tonight. Bradley Beal will be coming back. What element do you think that he will bring once he is healthy? How hard will the Suns be to beat? They were pretty powerful tonight.
Yeah, of course, three guys that are on-demand scorers and go get their own bucket. They seemingly played pretty well together. The group that played tonight. And what I've seen, it looks like there's a good and developing chemistry. But obviously, when you add another person to it, it's going to be another dimension that they're going to have to figure out. But I'm sure they've thought long and hard about it. So,
any reaction to Draymond's suspension and fines handed down?
No. As I said yesterday, it's not really my department. It seemed appropriate to me. But